Alright, so something's up with this camera. It's got brand new batteries in it. And it's telling me, this is an older Canon camera and it takes AA's and it would suck, even alkaline, so it would suck them dry. So these are rechargeables that I got. And it's still telling me they're bad, but I think we're good now. I'm just going to cut this real quick. Yeah, so, big black snake in here somewhere. Don't know where, but his skin was up there on top of that shelf a couple weeks ago. He's in here somewhere, or around here, anyway. Time to weed eat. Steel FS80 weed eater. I've got a FS130. I've got a KM90. I love steel. I like Echo too. Husqvarna. They all make good stuff, but all my weed eaters are steel. That's why. Still going? Yeah, we're still going. That's good. Is it perfect? No. Right there? No. Call this a lower yard. And it suffers a little bit. That's from Hurricane Irma. That tree died. bunch came out of it. That tree up there fell all the way down to like right here. Cleaned all of that up. But battery's going dead. Shut you off. Battery's going dead, and you've already seen me blow with the blower, the yard. Shame. So I'll end it here. Later. Yeah, so I realized earlier that was not a very good outro. Got this edged and weeded and clean. Got it blown off down there. All of this is cleaned up. Squeezed between the two vehicles. All of this was still relatively clean from the other day, which I'm glad I did, because it made today easy. So this thing bloomed a couple weeks ago, and I was kind of surprised, but it did warm up there for a minute. Probably confused it, but got all this cleaned off. Christopher did a good job cutting all of this. And got it all blown off and out of the street. Sidewalk blown off up there. I love this patch of grass right here. Like late spring, early summer, when this is thick and green, it's like carpet. It's a little choppy and weedy right now, but this we got to figure out what we're going to do with. This cherry tree right here is not doing very well. It drops branches by the dozens. A couple of sections in the, can't really see that. A couple of sections in the top are dead. There's been several cherry trees this year in our area that did not do very well. So gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I spray it and blow it out every so often during the summer, and it looks really good. I pine strawed it once, and it looked amazing, but it was just murder to pine straw. When it's blown out and everything's sprayed down and dead, all the grass in there, it looks amazing from the road because it gives it some contrast, some contrast from the road, all the green of this patch of yard, and then brown all up here. So I'd like to pine straw it or mulch it. I think it would look great, especially down there along that tree right there. That always gets a good line when I edge it. All of this could look really, really good. And every other year or so, I come up through there and cut all of that back against the house. We'll have to do that again this year. But yeah, believe it or not, this yard looks pretty spectacular when it's done right. When we first moved in, we took out a big pine tree right here, and it's taken a long time to fill in and come together. I've ground the stump down twice now, further each time, and it just never seems to do right. So maybe I'll rent the right equipment, or now that I've got a tractor, figure something out. But that's it. Next up is the roof. Got to get the roof blown off and cleaned up, and I'll probably have to do that twice before all the leaves are finally done. But yeah, so anyway, we'll see you.